Okay, guys, welcome back. As I just said, I would be back with the stairs portion of this project. I'm working on it tonight, so I wanted to just go ahead and do this recording so you guys can see it firsthand. So, anyway, so let's zoom in so you can get a good look at what I'm doing here. But first, the one on the right, there we go. So the one on the right I used on the you can't really quite tell. It actually looks pretty similar to that. And I used raw sienna, which is kind of an orangish color. I tried to use that to lighten it. Didn't really work. Then I used driftwood on the upper, and it came out not too bad, but not really that good either. So then I went and used some chalks I have. So let me zoom out and show you what chalks I got. I had on hand to use. Okay. So what I got is I got my little doohickey here of chalks. Okay, so what I did is I used this color right here for the first layer. I applied it, and then I went over and I went and used this color. It's kind of like a yellow orange color on top of that. So this color was the first, and then I went that over it. I probably could have did that, but but this actually worked pretty good. So, and when I did that, the outcome was pretty darn good. So I want to raise this up a little bit so you can see. See if I can't get this to come in a little bit better. So I don't know if you guys are going to be able to tell the difference here because you can't really tell, I guess. So let me pick this up. There you go. And we'll put the other one next to it. So, as I said, the right one, the bottom half was the raw sienna, and then the upper half up here, I applied the driftwood. But as you can see, it didn't really change the look of it at all. But coming over here, you look, I applied the full staircase with the first color I showed you, and then I went over it with the kind of the yellowish, and it went over all that went over the distress crayon, and I am going to do that. I like the look of it. This here, I'll use these some other place, but right now that's just not something I want to add to this building. So we will be doing, I'll show you what I did. So let me grab my distress crayon, and hopefully we can do this whole process and you'll see how it turned out. on here. So let me just open this, put this back up here out of the way. Grab my distress crayons. Okay, grab the brown, and we'll start with the distressing of the stairs, trying to not break them again. So I'm just going to draw a line right down That's all I did. I just went right down the line. And it's trying to break on me again. So we're going to stop there. I'm going to come along with my bristle brush, try to hold it in place, and just kind of okay. So unfortunately my repair did not work, so I will redo that one separately. I know it's the right length, so I will do the bigger piece so you guys can see. So what it is, I just take the crayon and distress it first. A lot like I showed you the other day. So yeah, I'm just looking at this. So that looks pretty good. I'm just getting it all fanned out, evened out. So got that like that. Now that I got that, I'll take my brush, and the first color we're going to go through, kind of like an orange, it's like a brownish color. So what we're going to do, same thing, just go full over it. So just trying to do this so you guys can see. Just kind of excuse me. Excuse me. Just taking it, brushing that first layer on, getting what I want of it on there, because the first base, the first coat is important, and you're kind of putting it on what you want and everything. So now you got that color on there. See how well it just, this is the color. Let me see if I can get some on the brush so you can see. So that's kind of the color that we're using right there. And I just went over the crayon. The crayon distressed it, and then I went over the crayon with this color. And now I'm going to see if I can do this in my hand so you guys can see it up close. I'm going to take that yellow color, this color, and I'm going to just kind of try to do this in my hand. Just kind of go right over that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this down and do the final tip it down here. Okay, that looks good enough. And while we're at it, we're going to just go ahead and quickly deal with this other . Okay, get some of this other stuff on there. If you don't mind, I'd like to congratulate Emily for joining. I know it's your honor, but the tribunal's made some changes to it. What the tribunal wishes? From the beginning of time, the one has been waiting to complete the circle. The world that is his has reached a time of rejoining. The days of old are gone, and a new is before us. Tremble at his word. Okay, so with that, the path of survival must be sanctified in blood. I will put these back together. So there's the finished product. You got the black spray paint. Then for the first layer. Then I distressed it with the distress crayon. Then I took some kind of brownish orange peach color chalk as the first layer on here, and then I went over with kind of a goldish orange yellow, and this is the outcome that we are getting, and I just love it. Normally I would use just like a gray or a white gray mix and just kind of age it this way, but I kind of like the outcome of how this kind of just highlights everything in two different chalk colors, brings everything to the surface through the distressing, And you don't even really see the yellow or the orange in it. It just mixed so well that it's just highlights the stairs. And I'm kind of loving how it turned out that way. So I'll have to these will be glued in place at this point, and when you're not going to tell the difference once they're in anyway. So that is how I did the stairs. Kind of was thinking about it today, and that's kind of what I went with, and I like it. So the stairs are now done. I just got to get them installed, and then I can work on the lower part of the staircase. And while I'm on that note, let's pull out the project at hand here. After 24 hours or so of drying, maybe longer, I have brought this back out to show you. So this is after the whole building of all the work I did the other day has dried. You have a little bit of the browns in there. You have the blue-gray in there from the stain. And you have some of the original wood that shows through. So, and then at the door, I gotta weather the door just a little bit in there because it has the actual wood. So, just because you're gonna have, you know, the crossover. But that's the decking up close. I love all the wear into it, all the grays, blacks, a little bit of blue in there, and then the brown wash over it just makes it all come together. Now this is a building that's down on a pier, so you're going to get water, moisture, salt, possibly salt, depending on the water. So it's going to come out good. So we're moving along, and so now I just got to worry about fortifying this lower section that I forgot to do. So we will probably go ahead and do that. So we'll see how I do that. I'm probably just gonna put a cross beam in here. I don't know. I'm going to put an I'll probably cut some more, and I'm just going to put one in the middle here, here, and then here. Yeah, just kind of put a centerpiece here around that, just for a center post. And it will bring it more true, and it will hold it. So, but anyway, that is tonight's video, guys. That is all I got for you. I just wanted to jump on and show you what I decided. Again, this is the outcome of the stairs. You have, some of them have a little bit of a yellowish tint to them, highlight, and it looks great because you can't tell very well, but you have the brown, the orange, the yellow, the grays, the black, all of it kind of comes together, and the lighter colors of the pigment chalk just brought out all that lower detail. See if I can't bring them up close. There you go. There you go. See all that detail? There's the detail right there. And you can see the distressing of the crayon. You can see some of the darker colors from underneath popping through, and all that. So with that, we will probably be back later this week. Today's Tuesday, so we'll see. Maybe Thursday, Friday I'll be back, and we'll be doing another video then later this week once I have a time to sit and do a little more work. Obviously, I got some work to do on the building itself, some touch-ups, get this installed. Those are done, so I'm going to install them, and then I'll get the bracing done on the building down here, finish that up, redo my touch-ups up here of the railing, do the doorway there. I will have to pull out my little drill so I can get the light installed. Got plenty of little things to do on this build, and we'll see kind of where that turns up later this week. How much of it I will get done, can't say, but that's just the goal this week. I try to get what I can done with the time I get to do it. So so far so good. So we'll see you later this week. Alright guys, we're gonna talk to you later. Have a good night everybody.